I have been a creator on YouTube for almost 10 years now, either for myself or clients, but I've always put my own content on the back burner over client work, which is totally valid. But lately, I've had a desire for a creative outlet and to carve out more time to work on the business instead of always in it, to take what I do for clients and finally apply it to my own work. Will I get the same outcome?
So I'm challenging myself to get 4,000 hours of watch time in just 90 days, and I'm documenting the entire process for you. Over the next 90 days, I'm going to document this experiment and see if I buckle down, will I achieve my personal goal of hitting 4,000 watch hours. This will be a multi-part series covering my overall action plan, pre-production workflow, video packaging, filming, post-production, posting and promoting, monthly analysis, and final results at the end of the 90 days. So my goal is to monetize this YouTube channel. Now, there are two types of monetization tiers. The first one is when you hit 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. And the second one opens you up to ad revenue. And that's when you hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Years ago, I had a YouTube short pop off that took me from 18 to over 1,300 subscribers. However, my watch time did not follow, mainly because I didn't post consistently to keep the audience engaged. If you look right now, I have 1,345 subscribers and 33 watch hours. So my goal looks a little different compared to someone who is truly starting from zero. All that said, my focus is to hit the 4,000 hours of watch time because I've already satisfied the requirement of 1,000 subscribers. Challenging myself to a pretty aggressive plan of posting 3 videos per week for 12 weeks, which means I need 36 videos total. I would like each video to be at least 10 minutes long with a 50% retention rate minimum. And so what that means is if I post a 10-minute video with a 50% retention rate, I'm getting 5 minutes of watch time per viewer. So 4,000 hours of watch time equals 240,000 minutes. If I take that 50% retention rate, I really need 48,000 5-minute views. Going one step further, if I divide that over the course of 90 days, I need 533 5-minute views per day or over 3,700 per week. And the key takeaway here is that it's not about going viral. I don't need my videos to get hundreds of thousands of views. What I really need is consistent performance across all my videos. And that's exactly what a systematic approach can deliver. If you haven't watched my video on the myth of virality, I highly recommend you watch that next. So knowing the math is one thing, but executing the plan is another. So all topics will fall within my content pillars. If you haven't watched this video, I share how I come up with content pillars and what mine are. I'm using a 3-pronged attack for discoverability. First, I'm creating search-focused videos. I will be using TubeBuddy to find long-tail keywords with a search volume between 1 and 3,000. This was a tip from Modern Millie. She said smaller channels should be going after keywords that are similar to the amount of subscribers that they have. So this for me, I'm gonna look between 1 and 3,000 or 1 and 5,000. I'll also be implementing a suggested video strategy. So I'm looking at similar channels and looking at what their top performers are over the last 2 years. What I'm particularly looking at is what videos do they have more views than they have subscribers. And if those are topics that I like, I will recreate with my own unique perspective. Getting your video suggested is known to help you get views faster. If you think about it, when someone's watching a video, or if you're watching video A, you got there through one source or another. Now, if you still need more information from whatever topic that is, you're gonna look over to your right first, and if there's a similar video, you're likely to click on that video before you go back in your browser, type something in search, or scroll and do it all over again. And lastly, I'm building multiple video series. I'm designing content that's bingeable. When someone watches a video, they should naturally want to watch the next one. This increases my total watch time per view, which is exactly what I want, plus the YouTube likes when people stay on the platform longer. At the end of the day, my video packaging is what's going to get someone to click on my video, so I'm focusing on a click-through rate of 5% or higher. My videos have been like 1 to 2% click-through rate because I've never really prioritized it. It's kind of been like this lazy step at the end, so I really need to spend a good amount of time thinking through the video packaging. I will also be mindful of what the thumbnails look like for the video topics I'm researching. Now, I can have the best content and packaging in the world, but if the editing doesn't keep people watching, I'll never hit my watch hour goals. So here's my retention strategy. So my retention rate is simple but ambitious. I want that 50% average view duration minimum on every video. And so again, what that means is if I post a 10-minute video with a 50% retention rate, I'm getting 5 minutes of views per one viewer. So to do this, I will be testing various editing styles to see what actually works for my audience. Some creators swear by minimal editing for authenticity. Others say you need fast cuts and constant movement to keep people engaged, sort of like the Mr. Beast editing. The best advice I got was to test different formats to see what works best for my channel. So that's how I'm going to approach this. Over time, I will learn what format keeps people engaged longer. I also need to remove the bottleneck and edit for 2 hours max per video to ensure consistency. Editing is my bottleneck, so I'm challenging myself to 2 hours max per video, or else I won't be able to maintain a consistent posting schedule, and consistency is more important than perfection at this stage. So I'm focusing on good enough editing that keeps people watching without getting caught in the perfectionism trap. While the ultimate measure of success is getting monetized on YouTube, I am a firm believer that the journey is half the fun and small wins should be celebrated. So things that I will be looking at to determine if this is actually working is, am I getting at least a click-through rate of 5%, or at the very least, is it improving video after video? Is my retention rate 50% or higher on every video? Am I actually posting the 3 videos per week that I'm setting for myself? And are my top traffic sources search and suggested? I'm personally doing this challenge as a way to improve my storytelling and editing skills. So while I do this for clients, there's something different about having creative freedom with something of your own. So that's my complete 90-day plan to hit 4,000 watch hours. We just covered the posting strategy, the content approach, packaging, and the success metrics I'm going to be following. And if you're ready to take on this challenge with me, comment below, I'm in, and let me know what your YouTube goal is for the next 90 days.